Dzień dobry and welcome back again. It's a pleasure to open the new season of our women's national team, communicating the list of the players that will take part to the activity of this summer 2026. Before starting, I'd like to introduce a couple of new members of our staff, starting from Miss Agnieszka Rabka, in quality of assistant. Probably Agnieszka doesn't need any kind of presentation regarding her past career as a setter, but it's important for us to valorize the experience that she's making right now as head coach in the senior teams categories. And beside of that, I'd like to introduce a physiotherapist, Mr. Edoardo Chimenti. He's the chief of physiotherapists of Verovole Milano, the club where I work. And is a professional with a huge experience, and he will work side by side with our main physiotherapist Dominika Bogacic for a big part of the season. Other than these two news, I want to confirm with big pleasure all the members of the staff that work already with me until the last season. We could create a group of work that has many different skills, many different experiences, and that works very well together. The activity of our team will start the 4th of May in Vouch, and they will take part to the activity to the first camp 17 players. After, some days after, the players that just finished late with the club season, they will join in the group. I agreed with most of the players 2 weeks of rest right before starting with the national team. We will be in Vouch at least until 20 of May. That will be the day we will travel to Italy to participate to a tournament with Italy, Turkey, Serbia, to prepare for the VNL that will start right after. So a few days after, we will travel to China to start with the first leg of the VNL. In the same time that we will participate to the VNL, that we will start with the VNL, in Poland, in Siatkówka, there will be a group that will stay in activity with part of our staff, at least until the end of the second leg, working with our staff, with players that they can have different, let's say, reasons to be in activity. First of all, since there will be some rotation probably in the roster that will participate to the VNL, there will be some players that are waiting to come back to the VNL, or that they come back exactly for a previous leg and waiting for the next goal. Together with them, there will be some players that they will keep working in activity for being ready in case as a backup for anything that can happen during a long competition like the VNL. And also there will be some players that they will be part of this group because we think it's important for them to keep their process of growth within the national team, because if maybe they don't have the opportunity to be part of a competition, an international competition right now, they have the potential to express this in the future and to have the possibility to be important for the national team in the future. Part of this activity will be done in parallel with the under 22, as like we have the possibility to check also the younger player, the player of this group, to monitor them, and probably also to make some exchanges during the practices, to agree some practices together, and through this managing, having the opportunity to, as I said, to have under control also the younger player that has the perspective of being part of our senior team later. Here are the athletes that will take part to the activity of this summer 2026. Setters: Bincicka, Grabka, Makarowska and Venerska. Then a little asterisk for Shuda and Shevchik, that are two players that we wanted to join to our first camps in particular, but they still have the school exams on this season, and so we will wait to work with them together with the under 22, and in case we will join them later in a second moment. As outside hitter, Czerniańska, Damaske, Lampkowska, Łukasik, Ornoch, Ozioł, Piasecka and Żlagowska. As middle blockers, Jurczyk, Kecher, Koput, Obiała, Ożyłowska and Stefanik. Another asterisk for Grika, because it's a player that we joined to our group, but due to the recent injury, we still have to check the entity of this kind of injury and to see whether there are the conditions to join the team. It's very possible that she will not have this possibility this season, but we still have finger crossed for her, and in case later we will decide how to, let's say, replace her. As opposite, Sieradzka, Zmarzek, Stizak and Szczurowska. And in quality of liberos, Widuch, Wiszak, Pancewicz and Szczygłowska. While composing this list, as you know, I had to face some difficulties, some rejections. Some players declined the invitation. This honestly happened in all the seasons since I'm in charge, probably except by the season of the Olympics, because in the season of the Olympics, basically all the players, deserving or not, they looked available for participating to the activity. I don't like to enter in details, as you know, about the reasons because of players they don't accept to join the national team. First, because I think it's fair enough that some, let's say, reasons, some discussions, they stay between me and the players for their privacy, and also because I don't like to fuel controversies. This is basically the reason. But I'd like to state one more time my point of view, because since I came, I tried to settle a kind of culture, and from this, I will not change my opinion. I'm also happy that I found, in the words of Nikola Grbic in the last days, that his ideas, they matched very well with what I think. Of course, all the players are free to answer positively or not to the call of the national team. But when you answer positively to the call of the national team, you are always available. You cannot come to the national team and choosing to be available for one competition, one camp, one moment, one role. But in my opinion, you should be available for what the national team needs from you. Of course, there are many times serious, valid, meaningful reasons for not being able in one season, in one moment, to accept this call. But of course, also let's say the value of these reasons, they can affect the consideration that you can have in the future. This already happened in the past years, and this will always happen. To avoid speculations and to prevent from many questions that will be made in the next days, I'd like to say the names of the players that I called and they declined my invitation. I want to do that, as I said, without details, particular details, and also without judging their choices. Agnieszka Korneluk was one of the players that I called, and as you probably got from her recent statements, she will not be part of the national team. She shared with me this decision from some times ago, and I just take this opportunity to say how much Agnieszka will be missed, and I want to express her all my gratitude for what she represented for the national team in these years, for what she gave for the national team, and in particular last season in the position of captain. I called Marlena Kowalewska. I called Marlena to explain her that I was not calling her to take active part to the activity of this season because I wanted to give space to other players. We had a nice call in which I asked her availability in case, just in case, to consider her in a big list of possible backups in case of something could happen during the season. Even if she was grateful for the consideration, for the call, And even if she expressed all her feelings and sentiments for the national team, she shared with me that it's time for her to be focused this season, this summer, from now, on other priorities of her life, and that she also shared that probably is time to give space and time for new players, for younger players. I also called Julia Nowicka, and she didn't give me her availability for this summer. I called Olivia Różański. She didn't give me as well her availability for this summer. I called Weronika Sęka. She didn't give me availability for this summer for medical reasons, for health reasons. I called Asha Lelonkiewicz, and she didn't give me her availability for this summer. I called Dominika Pieszkała, and she didn't give me her availability for this summer because she is recovering from a recent injury. From now on, I'd like to move the attention and the support dedicated to the athletes that with great spirit have decided to join the team, responding present to what the national team needs from them, offering their full commitment, their strong attachment to the Polish jersey. I can't wait to face a season with the girls and with the staff that promises to be challenging, to be difficult, but of course full of commitment, dedication and excitement. And I hope to see you very soon.